closely. I care a lot about civil rights and human rights, especially in the technology age. I was one of the founders and money contributors to starting the Electronic Frontier Foundation, EFF. In the United States, it is the ACLU, the Civil Liberties Union of computer technology. It has fought cases up to the Supreme Court when computers are involved for civil liberties. So I have strong feelings like that. But Kim.com had a successful file sharing service. There are other file sharing services. I have Google Drive now. I have Dropbox. I have Apple's Mobile Me with the iDisk on the iCloud. And I have used all of these to upload files of my own creation and share them with other people. So there are legitimate uses, like in the old Betamax case. There were legitimate uses for a VCR besides copying. Kim.com was so successful, and he was well known for his flagrants and his sports cars and racing cars and his style of life, that he was made an easy target. He had a background of crime. And so, because he was the biggest in the world, they swamped in on him. It was really arranged by politically high up in the United States. Kim himself feels that it was so that by our president, Joe Biden, so that Obama could seal his contracts and get money from the movie studios. I don't want to take a side in this political thing. I don't know if that's really where it all came from. Why is the government making up these phony charges? And they called that wire fraud because he had emailed that he had removed them when he hadn't. Wire fraud? I'm sorry, wire fraud is designed for different crimes. I don't like the dishonesty of the government, and I found Kim to be such a nice person. Yeah, he's been a criminal in the past, and if I found that what he was doing today, in my mind, was strongly criminal and helping copywriters, deliberately, I would turn against him too. What are their good points? What are their bad points? I do see a lot of stuff coming out from Microsoft in the consumer arena. A lot of people like to say Microsoft's had no successes in the last so many years, but the Xbox, is a success, certainly. Kinect, and we've got the Surface, and we've got the Lumia type phones from Nokia using Microsoft MS7 Windows software, and they have such a strikingly good visual appearance, which is a lot of what Steve Jobs always looked for, the art and technology, the convergence of art and technology. And usually it was visual appearance of things. So I made a joke that Steve Jobs came back reincarnated at Microsoft. And I do want to see the Surface. I want to own one. I want to use one. But I prefer to judge things that I really know and not just what I've read about. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad that Microsoft is, starting to show that maybe they're a different company than before. I don't remember this sort of thing happening in a long time from Microsoft, so I'm very happy. I normally don't think about the future, except I've been modified to think about computers will get conscious and intelligent like a human, and it took a long time to convince me. I was a doubter at first, but I'm seeing too many signs of that. As far as what will devices look like, 5 years is so far off. Well, I'm hoping in 5 years, so I think of what would I like. And I would really like a nice little iPod Nano, something I wear on my wrist that is on the internet all day long without a battery charge, without running the battery down. And I can ask it questions with my voice, with my poor grammar and poor choice of words and utterance as human stops and this and that, and it will understand me the way a human would. Google Glasses is maybe the thing, but I don't want to comment on that because I don't have Google Glasses. I would love to be able to have Google Glasses and just talk to it anytime I want, ask valuable questions and get those answers. That would be good too.